Welcome. This is a series of videos to inform the public regarding the truth of history entitled Lies About the Formation of the United States of America. This is lesson number 2, Confederation, July 5, 1776 through March 1, 1781, written by the Union States Assembly historian, and the video is presented by Union States Assembly. This information can be found on the Union States Assembly website at www.unionstatesassembly.org. We will be doing a brief introduction to some of the basic facts you have not been taught about the formation of the United States of America by the public and private fool systems, which is where Americans get brainwashed and are told lies. In this lesson, we will be looking at several documents, which are the Journals of the Continental Congress and the Articles of Confederation and Perpetual Union. These documents can be found on our website as well as at the Library of Congress. It is important to produce these documents in order to prove the truth of what Union States Assembly is presenting. Without such, this could be just another one of those internet speculation videos which many people believe as being true but provide no proof of such claims. Let's get started. July 12, 1776, the committee appointed to prepare Articles of Confederation brought in a draft which was read. See the Journals of the Continental Congress, Volume 5, pages 546 through 556. This version has 20 articles. What happened on July 12, 1776, and to which was ratified on March 1, 1781, is of extreme importance and most likely never was taught to you the significance. The founders or framers created a confederation of sovereign nations, not a singular nation. Their intentions were not to create a singular nation. If you were taught they created a singular nation, you have been told a big, fat lie. In order to create a singular nation, each state or nation would have to give up its sovereignty to the singular nation. That never happened. How can this be? You firmly believe what you were taught by the public and private fool systems is the truth. Why? Well, we'll get to that later on. However, if you need proof, and I'm sure many of you will, let us look at the resolution of Congress on July 19, 1776. See the Journals of the Continental Congress, Volume 5, pages 590 through 591. Resolved that the declaration passed on the 4th be fairly engrossed on parchment, with the title and style of the Unanimous Declaration of the 13 United States of America, and that the same, when engrossed, be signed by every member of Congress. If they had created a singular nation, as many were taught, then why did Congress write the 13 United States of America? They said it right there, 13, not 1. You need more proof? Let's look at the resolution Congress made on October 21, 1776. See the Journals of the Continental Congress, Volume 6, pages 893 through 894. Congress took into consideration the form of an oath to be taken by the officers in the service of the continent, which was agreed to as follows. I, blank, do acknowledge the 13 United States of America, namely New Hampshire, Massachusetts Bay, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia, to be free, independent, and sovereign states, and declare that the people thereof owe no allegiance or obedience to George III, King of Great Britain, and I renounce, refuse, and abjure any allegiance or obedience to him, and I do swear that I will, to the utmost of my power, support, maintain, and defend the said United States against the said King, George III, and his heirs and successors, and his and their abettors, assistants, and adherents. And I will serve the said United States in the office of blank, which I now hold, in any other office which I may hereafter hold, by their appointment or under their authority, with fidelity and honor, and according to the best of my skill and understanding. So help me God. So there it is. 13 sovereign and independent states and not a singular entity of a nation, as most of you, if not all, were taught. In fact, you weren't even taught the real names of some of the states. It is Massachusetts Bay and not Massachusetts. It is two words and not one. Although it is not stated in that resolution above, the real name is Rhode Island and Providence Plantations and not Rhode Island. Sometimes the secretary taking the notes used nicknames to make it easier for them. Skipping through time swiftly, the 13 nations or states continued on with the war, now for independence, with their new allies, France among them. Ambassadors were sent off to many nations seeking their support, both militarily and financially. On June 14, 1777, Congress resolved that the flag of the 13 United States be 13 stripes, alternate red and white, that the Union be 13 stars, white and a blue field, representing a new constellation. See the Journals of the Continental Congress, Volume 8, page 464. This will be discussed further a little later. On November 15, 1777, Congress approved of the Articles of Confederation and Perpetual Union and sent it to all 13 of the nations or states for their ratification. See the Journals of the Continental Congress, Volume 9, pages 907 through 928. The full ratification of the Articles of Confederation and Perpetual Union by all 13 nations or states occurred on March 1, 1781. See the Journals of the Continental Congress, Volume 19, pages 208 through 223. The Confederation, now known as the United States of America, has their federal constitution, that is, their federal law form. If the founders or framers created a singular nation, they would have created a national constitution and law form and not a federal one. In your life, have you seen or written or heard someone referring to the government as the Nats? Of course not. But you have heard and seen the expression the feds, right? Ever wonder why?